Would you trade love for survival? Freedom for security? This is not just my story. It is the story of thousands of women across the world. Women who surrender their youth, their freedom, and sometimes even their dignity just to lift their families out of poverty. This is and this is her story. A young woman with dreams too big for her world, yet chained by her family's needs. On a sweltering night, as her father coughed and her family slept, she reached for hope in the glow of her phone. A dating app whispered promises. Foreign men, wealthy ones, offering respect, stability, escape. She wasn't searching for love, but salvation. Sitting cross-legged on a worn bamboo mat, Mai uploaded her prettiest photo, the borrowed pink dress, and typed, "Simple Asian girl, looking for a serious relationship," and she pressed save. By morning, one message stood apart. "Hello, Mai. I am Charles, from Canada. I seek a wife, not games. I can offer love, respect, and stability." Stability, respect. Those words crowned her in gold. Soon their calls became daily. Charles, 58, with thinning hair but kind eyes, spoke of snowy winters, warm fires, and home where hunger never lived. Mai painted her poverty as simple living, telling herself love can wait, survival cannot. 6 months later, in a crowded restaurant in Manila, Charles clutched a velvet box and knelt and asked, "Mai, will you marry me?" Without a doubt, she said, yes. Her wedding gown gleamed white. Neighbors gossiped, parents wept with pride, and soon Mai left the Philippines behind. Toronto was vast. Snow fell like magic, the fridge full, the showers warm. She sent photos home, her family calling her their savior. Charles was kind, yet distant, a kiss on the cheek, never the lips. His friends stared with judgment, whispers sharp as knives. She swallowed the humiliation, smiling through the pain, because this was the price of ambition, of survival. One night, as Charles snored beside her, Mai whispered, "I got everything I wanted, but nothing I needed." Her family thrived, but deep inside, she knew the truth. She had traded youth for survival, freedom for stability, love for security, and lost her dignity along the way for a future that never truly feels like her own. And my story is not rare. It is the silent reality of countless women across the world. The world may call them heroes, but deep inside, they remain prisoners of circumstance, wearing veils of gold that shine for others, while dimming the light of their own souls.
Would you trade silence for peace, or peace for truth? When Mai first arrived in Canada, her smile became her mask. Every photo she sent home showed a woman living the dream. A new roof for her family's house, her brother in college, her mother freed from endless laundry. To her hometown, she was a queen. To the gossipers, she was a gold digger. And over time, the whispers began to feel true. She flaunted, she bragged, and the praise came, but inside, she felt like a ghost. Charles, her husband, gave her everything she needed: money, comfort, even respect, but never love. His touch was cold, his words few, his affection an obligation. Each night he turned away, and Mai wondered if she was a wife or just a trophy in his home. Loneliness became her closest companion. She wandered the snowy streets, watching couples laugh and kiss beneath Christmas lights. She had everything she once prayed for, except the one thing her heart craved most: to be loved. Then came the night she overheard Charles's friends whisper, "She's young enough to be his daughter. She only married him for money, for papers." A laugh followed. Her cheeks burned. For the first time, shame outweighed gratitude. That same night, a message lit her phone. Anna, an old friend from the Philippines, confessed she had left her wealthy husband and started over. "Hard at first," Anna wrote, "but for the first time, I breathed my own air." Mai lay awake, staring at the ceiling, her heart racing. Could she? Could she shatter the golden cage she built with her own hands? But then she remembered her family, their dreams now resting on her shoulders. Without Charles, they'd be poor again. Could she sacrifice their future for her freedom? The next morning, as Charles scrolled through his emails, Mai placed a steaming cup of coffee by his side. He smiled faintly, distracted. And in that moment, she knew she would endure. Not out of love, but out of duty. Mai didn't know what her path would hold: divorce, independence, or perhaps another kind of love. But one truth echoed in her soul: surviving is not the same as living. And so, the question remains, how many of us are wearing smiles that hide silent battles? Sometimes the greatest courage isn't staying for others, but daring to finally live for yourself.